Girls with guns. Guns with girls. Red. Blue. Oh, I am ecstatic to be talking about Lycoris Recoil again, although sad I am about it being over, since that of course means no more god tier animations, character interactions, or soul touching level voice acting from our best girl. Mika, not you. Mika. But honestly, at the same time, I'm relieved the show is over, because now I can stop questioning my sexuality every time I see this beast of a man show up on screen. Now, let me take you through a little refresher course of this show to get your old memory juices flowing. In a not so distant future, where Japan is free from the normal turmoil of crime in everyday life, all because these little orphan assassin girls disguised as school kids equipped with a backpack and their trusty Glocks are there to stop it at the slightest hint of something about to happen. Guy walks his dog into a doggo band area. Papa! Crime, stop. Someone jaywalking across the street because they late for work. Papa! Crime prevented. They're like Santa with his naughty list of bad doings, but instead of denying your presence, they deny your presence. God damn, just call me Eminem at this point. These little orphan monstrosities go by the name of Lycoris. The red weird one, a field commander by the name of Chisato. The blue Chitanda one, a sharpshooter by the name of Takina. And on one fateful day, Takina and her squad were dealing with your run-of-the-mill criminals when one of her squad mates were captured and used as a hostage. To make the situation worse, suddenly the comms back to DA, or the HQ, were blocked by an outside hacker, leaving the Lycoris squad, Takina included, with no orders to follow. Having seen her field commander freeze and not know what to do, Takina knew freezing in a situation like this is the worst thing you could do. So what did she do? Well, she definitely got a UAV. Takina picked up a nearby machine gun and just started blasting mercilessly, killing everyone in sight. Although she managed to save a squad mate, she also lost the potential information they could have gathered from the criminals. Takina did what she did, but at what cost? Well, just like any American cop who does something rash, she got suspended with paid leave and placed under the famous quote-unquote field commander. Cue main girl theme. Enter Chisato. Not like that, you sick fuck. The gankiest of ganky girls. With a heart of pure gold. Well, not quite. More metal than pure gold. Like Takina, Chisato is also an outsider from the main Lycoris headquarters. Instead, living in her own apartment with a cool secret entrance. And working at a super secret cafe that goes by the super subtle name of Lycoris. The two main things that set our two protagonists apart is their thoughts on killing and their overall outlook on life. Chisato, for example, always has a smile on her face, never letting anything get to her and always keeping a cool head even in the heat of a fight. Her point of view on killing has always been the same. She doesn't want to take life away, thus is why she uses rubber bullets that her father figure, Mika, makes for her. Takina, on the other hand, is quiet, shy, at first blunt, emotionally not present, cold, doesn't even... And her point of view on killing is just like any other Lycoris member. Kill anything that is doing wrong and moves, basically. So we have these two wildly different characters, and now they are a duo in the show. What shall we do to utilize this opportunity? Piqued your interest, have I? Well, good thing I already made a video detailing what makes this show's duo dynamics so great. So check it out if you can. Up there. Now I'm going to discuss things around the ending in this portion, so don't get your boxes in a twist if you get spoiled. You were warned. I was so happy to see that in the later episodes, Chisato has basically been the progenitor of Takina's changes. I mean, she even loses interest in going back to the Lycoris headquarters to live after getting to know Chisato. Chisato's influence on her can't be understated. Like when Takina goes from being an emotionless killing machine to an emotionally driven, sweet, caring person who only kills when necessary, while still hanging on to what makes her special as a character, like the scene where she didn't even think of Yoshimatsu as a human and just went batshit insane trying to kill him. Except this time around she was driven by a want to save her best friend's life, Chisato. Notice how I said friend, not lover. You degenerate. This shows us she still is a cold-blooded killer on the inside, but is now driven by her emotions instead of her orders. Takina's use of the rope launcher thing she gets later on in the series was a great device to show she is taking steps to not kill as much as she was previously, pre-Chisato era. Flip the coin and Chisato hasn't changed at all, right? By the end of the series she is still this cheerful girl who dislikes killing and loves helping people. While all that is true, she changed in different ways from Takina. Less obvious ways, I must say, and not all driven by Takina this time around, but the villains and all her friends and people she cares about. Chisato's biggest moment happens near the climax of the story, when she is drugged and has her artificial heart broken, leaving her with 2 months left to live. She basically just accepts it as it is and just wants to live her last like any other day of her life. But when her friends find out the man who first saved her life by giving her that heart could potentially have another one, they obviously want to go get it, right? When it's revealed this man Yoshimatsu has replaced his own heart with this new artificial one, all in order to force this pacifistic character known as Chisato to kill him in order to get the heart to save her own life, since that's what he's always wanted her to be. The perfect killer. She doesn't do it, of course, but when her best friend is dangling off a tower about to fall to her death, all while being shot at by Yoshimatsu, and the only weapon Chisato has is one with live ammunition, what does she do? She pulls the trigger. This scene is gut-wrenching after watching the whole series and getting to know Chisato as a protagonist. Knowing that the last thing she would ever want to do is potentially kill someone, Chisato, after shooting Yoshimatsu, goes up to him and still tells him even now she can't hate him for what he did. She returns the necklace he gave her all that time ago when she first received the heart, then lets him escape, thus losing this long lost father figure she spent the whole series looking for. Exploring deeper down with the way Chisato deals with her loss would be amazing, because the little glimmers we do get in this season are stomach turning to say the least. Season 2 will hopefully happen. I mean, the show was pretty left open, and how Majima survives the last fight with Chisato and Takina, pretty cool. And then how we see him putting a gun in a civilian's hand, showing he's still up to no good out there on the streets, shows some potential. What a ride this one was. Great show, one of the best of 22, and there are so many bangers that have come and gone, and yet even to air. Hope you enjoyed this ramble about this show. Remember to subscribe to Jax FN. See ya.